Morning everybody. Myself Asha Devi, Assistant Professor in Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Today we are going to discuss about the subject CS3392 Object Oriented Programming. In Object Oriented Programming in Unit 4 we are going to discuss about the topic thread lifecycle. So what is the outcome of learning this subject is, or learning this particular module is, on successful completion of this module the student should be able to summarize the concept of thread life cycles. They can understand about the thread and they can summarize the concept of thread life cycle. First we are going to see what is thread. So the basic introduction about the thread. A thread is an independent path of execution within a program. So many threads can run concurrently within a program. So every thread in Java is created and controlled by java.lang.thread class. A Java program can have many threads and these threads can run concurrently. See example, a thread is it's an independent process. It runs concurrently within a program. So if you want to create a thread means you have to use the package java.lang.thread. So in a Java program, many threads can run at a time. So this is about the introduction about the threads. And some important points on thread is, a thread is a lightweight process, it's a sub-process and it has a separate path of execution. The threads are independent because it won't affect the execution of the other process or the other threads. Normally a thread is executed inside the process. So next we are going to see the difference between the multitasking and multi-threading. Multitasking, it refers to the computer's ability to perform multiple jobs concurrently. So more than one programs are running concurrently means that is called as multitasking. Example, Unix is an example operating system with multitasking facility. And multi-threading, a thread is a single sequence of execution within a program. So it refers to multiple threads of control within a single program. So each program can run multiple threads of control within it. So a thread is a lightweight entity. It's a lightweight process. It executes inside the process. So inside a process we can have more number of threads. So example for this multi-threading concept is web browsing or web browsers. So what is the advantage of multi-threading is, it doesn't block the users and you can perform many operations together, that is concurrently, so that it saves time. The threads are independent, so it won't affect the execution of the other threads. Next we are going to see the life cycle of thread. So in a thread life cycle it has the following states: new state, runnable state, running state, blocked state and terminated state. When a new thread is created, it entered into the new state. So the new thread is created by using new thread of function. So after the thread is created, it is in the new state. So when it start executing by using the start of function, it moves to the running state, that is runnable state. So after starting, it is going to start. After starting, it is going to run. So to run the particular thread, you have to use the run of function. So when we use a run of function, from the runnable state, it is going to move to the running state. So in the running state, we have two ways of processing. One is either it can go to the waiting state or it can go to the dead state. For example, if there is sleep of function occurs or wait of function occurs means the particular process is going to, or particular thread is going to wait until the sleep of function or wait of function timing is over. So the thread moves to the waiting state. So after the sleeping time is over, again it moves to the running state and start executing the thread. But if the thread execution end means it moves to the dead state. So these are all the entire execution of the entire thread life cycle. So this is about the thread state. First it moves to the new state. From the new state it moves to the runnable state. And we have waiting state, running state and terminated state. So from the waiting state, it gives notify or notify all of function when sleep time is up. So when the sleep time is over, it gives you then intimation by using the notify or notify all function. So after getting the notification, it resumes the processing. That is, it starts the processing of the thread once again. Similarly, from the running state, if there is wait of function occurs or sleep of function or suspend of function occurs, means that the thread is moved from the running state to the waiting state, or we can say sleeping state or blocking state. So this is the basic execution and the main execution inside the running state, runnable state, and the wait, sleeping and blocking state. So this is about how a thread is executed inside a thread life cycle and what is the basic concept behind the thread, and also we have discussed about what is the difference between multi-threading and multi-programming. Thank you.